Hi, I'm Dr. Gail. I'm a starseed healer, and today I have a new story to tell you about. Now, I know I've told everybody about my new job, which is interplanetary liaison, and so here comes a new story for that new role. I still have a lot of stories to tell you about my rescue missions, but they're wanting me to go ahead and tell you about this one, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, I was down at the dog park with my dog, and it was on a Sunday afternoon. Now, it was unusual because nobody else was down there. And so I was playing ball with her, and she's not a real ball dog. In fact, she goes and gets it and plays around with it, and eventually it might end up back at you. But she's not one that you throw it and she comes back with it. So we're down there and we're playing, and I see two people walking up, a man and a woman in their 20s, and they were walking up to the dog park. No car in sight, but they were walking up there, and they were walking in, and they have two gates when you walk in. And the first gate, when they walked in, they were getting ready to leave it open. I'm going, oh, yeah, they don't need to leave that open. I've got my dog in here. They didn't have a dog or anything. And so they went back and closed it, and then they came to the next gate and closed it. And then they came directly to me. Now, when somebody comes into these parks, you know, they usually say hi and then go to their own area. But they came directly to me. The guy stood in front of me, and the girl sat down beside me. And I was like, wow, this is awfully close and awfully bold for this girl to sit right next to me. And she immediately jumped up and went and moved over to another table. So the guy was talking to me, you know, and he was just doing chit chat, talking about the ball and, you know, the type of dog, and telling me that he had dogs or they had dogs, and that they were brother and sister. Now, conversation is going on, and I'm looking at them going, wow, they got a little strange speech. Wow, these two must be on the autistic level. Wow, they are truly starseeds. And so I kept going on those. So I was pretty entertained with the fact that I was thinking that, you know, this was the generation that's already in fourth density, and I needed to, you know, watch them, listen to them. I mean, they really were odd, and it was a brother and sister, and they were just normal looking. I mean, they had brown hair, brown eyes, and they were, you know, casually nice dressed. She was wearing a casual dress, and he was, you know, pants and a shirt, but they were, you know, they were nice. But he stood in front of me and talked to me the whole time. I mean, he just kept on chattering. Well, she went and started throwing the ball with my dog, and my dog's name is Jezebel. So she was throwing the ball to Jezebel, and she was going and getting the ball and bringing it back to her. Getting the ball and bringing it back to her. I'm going, I had never seen her do that before. I mean, she was moving, and she's not the most active dog I've ever had, so this was new for her, but she was doing it, and I'm going fascinated because my other dog, Moon, was a ball dog. You know, you threw it and she came back. I mean, so this dog is totally opposite of that. And so the conversation just keeps on going, talking, and he's talking to me, and then she comes over and is talking, and then all of a sudden this conversation takes a weird turn, and it was about coats. Now, we're in the South, and it's hot, and I'm going, why are we talking about coats? But they went into, I've had a coat for a year, and it's got holes in it, and my dad won't give me another coat, and it was just coat, and both of them were talking about coats, and I'm just thinking, well, this conversation's has taken a turn for the worse, so I'm out of here. So I said, okay, well, I'm leaving. My dog's tired. I'm going. So I said bye, and he's still talking on and on and on. Anyway, so I left the dog park and got in my car and left. Now, everything's fine. You know, these people are super memorable. But the next day when I got up and I was driving in my car, I went, holy smokes, they were aliens. They were aliens. I had asked them months ago that I was ready to meet them in the 3D, but don't scare me. So they sent me to in human form. and they looked like they had strange speech, and they looked like they were kind of on the autistic level. They were very odd, very nice, but they were aliens. I had it confirmed. Yes, I had just met 2 aliens. Now, why didn't they tell me? So I would have had thousands of questions to ask them, not just talking about throwing balls and dogs and coats, whatever that. I mean, they held it together until it got to the coats. I mean, that was just like off the charts weird. And but anyway, I have met my first 2 aliens in 3D. Did not know it. Wasn't able to ask them questions. I would have had 1,000 questions for them. And later today, they told me their names were Jack and Jill. How perfect, Jack and Jill. Anyway, so that's my story, and it is for entertainment purposes. And so now I have met my first 2 aliens in 3D. I've always been meeting them, you know, in meditation or seeing them coming in from the sides. And this was actually physical 3D 2 human aliens. And so I was glad that they had respected what I wanted, not to be scared. I wasn't scared at all. Anyway, that's my story today. My name is Dr. Gail. I'm a starseed healer, and my information will be down in the description box if you need any help with any issues that you have with negative entities or implants. Thanks. Bye-bye.